Did Tess from Last of Us plan her death? Also, spoilers for Last of Us Part 1 ahead. Now, before I get into this, I'm going to explain who Tess is. Tess is basically Joel's love interest, and even if they're not love interest, which they do hint at, they never explicitly say it, but I've heard many sources say they are love interest, and I personally agree with that. I think, they kind of needed each other, so they kind of just stuck together. So, now that you know who Tess is. So, very early in the game, Ellie shows Joel and Tess a very, very old zombie bite that's around 3 weeks old. Joel doesn't believe that Ellie isn't infected, but Tess does. So, I think after Tess gets bit later in the game, she chooses to die, to give Joel the one final wish for Joel to take Ellie to the lab to create a cure. She could have avoided her death very easily by just becoming a clicker, but she decided to go out to the government that was trying to hunt all the people down because they weren't sure if they were infected or not. So I think she ended up trying to get bit to show, getting bit to die to show Joel that he needs to take Ellie to the lab to create a cure, and there could be a cure. Also, I think Tess is kind of the first one to see that Ellie is kind of like Joel's daughter, Sarah. So maybe she wanted them to bond. And Joel does end up seeing that slowly throughout the game, and they slowly gain kind of a friendship. Anyway, sorry this is a shorter video. Let me know what you think about this theory. I know it's kind of broad, and a lot of people might not agree with it, but I think it's a decent theory.
Yeah.
Plus, this is the last Halloween video for this year. I might make some more next year. Actually, I'm lying. Anyway, you be sure to have an amazing day whenever you're watching this. Good night, good afternoon, good morning. Anyway, last Halloween video for this year. Bye-bye. Sorry, it's short.